All right, we're recording. I remembered. So our live power hour, this is such a great time for us to work together and actually get work done. So we're going to go through, how many do I have for you? 10 assignments. Okay, and we're going to have a timer for every single assignment, and we're all going to do it at the same time. So I'm going to list each assignment on the team event that I created, which I realize now is other people have been invited. They're not going to be able to access it, but I'm going to have this available. And so I think that tonight I'm going to try and cut this down to about 40 minutes. So we're going to do all of the activities, but I'm going to pare down the actual time that we do it because I know that not everyone wants to be on the phone for an hour. So I want to make the most, and we can crush this in less than 45 minutes. So I hope you guys are ready to work. Okay, so again, how it's going to work is I'm going to give you an assignment, and I'm going to get my timer out, my handy phone, and we're all going to do the same assignment. And when you're done, you're either going to click like, or you're going to actually screenshot the activity and put it on the event. So make sure you have the event up on your phone or your computer, however you're working, and so you can share that activity. The idea behind this power hour in doing this live and doing it together is that we can share ideas, and I want it to be interactive. If you guys have questions, please say it during the time frame. I want it to be engaging and communicative. I want you guys to feel like we're a team and collaborating. While you're working, if you could just mute your line or your computer, there's a little mute down in the bottom left corner of your screen. If you're on your computer, just so the rest of us aren't hearing that kind of, typing as you're feverishly going through your list. Okay. So since we did this last month, I want to make sure you have a follow-up system, okay? I have just started using Teamsy. In fact, my 30-day trial ran out, and so I paid for a subscription, and I actually really, really like it. It's a system that works for me. It's online. They don't really have an app, so that's kind of lame right now, but you can still access it from your phone. But it's helped me keep on point. So I will be using Teamsy tonight to go through that. There's a ton of systems out there. You guys just have to find one that works for you and be consistent with it every single time. Don't get caught up in, oh, there's a new one out there. Oh, I'm going to try this one. Just find one that works. Everybody has a different preference, so just go with it. All right? So with that, we're going to start. I am going to hop on over to the event page, so make sure you're on there. I'm going to post our first assignment, okay? So our first assignment is you're going to go onto Facebook, and you're going to find 3 new friends that you don't have mutual friends with any other Beachbody coach, okay? I want to encourage you guys to meet new people outside of our Beachbody community, because when you just see constant feed on your computer of Beachbody coaches, you start to think, oh my gosh, this is saturated business. It's not. When we like every other Beachbody coach's posts, that's all we see. So let's go find 3 new people. We're going to have 5 minutes to do this activity, and I want you to go friend request them and then come back and like the post to show me that you guys have done it, okay? I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. Again, mute your phone or your computer if you could, please, or I'll mute everybody, and unmute yourself if you have a question, all right? So 5 minutes. Here we go.
Hi, I actually have a quick question. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have the link for the event page. It's not working for me.
Oh, bummer. Are you, okay. Well, let me see here.
You posted the link in the New Wave group, and I tried clicking on it, and it didn't work for me.
Yeah, it's because I created the event in my Team Fit Revolution page, or FitFluence page. So let me add you to that. Or let's see. We'll do the activity. Okay, let's just get the grid of it out, and then when you're done, we'll just go through it, and then you'll kind of see how it works. But I'm sorry that the whole.
No, it's okay.
I'll be doing it every month, so don't worry. But at least you're here doing the important part. So,
okay.
let's go find your 3 people.
All right. I'll mute.
All right, you guys, we have about 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go. If you are struggling trying to find people to add that aren't within a Beachbody connection of some sort, make sure you're part of unique groups. You know, any type of group that is of interest to you that is not kind of broad. So I would say, you know, something that's specific maybe to your community where you live. If it's a parent group or if it's a group about dogs, find people in there and start engaging with them. I know Erica had a great share a couple weeks ago, probably now, about people that are kind of misuse those groups and solely use them to kind of solicit. So just be really smart and wise about how you connect with people if you're going through groups and making new friends. Follow that form process, right? Start conversing with them. Find out what their job is, what their occupation is, you know, what they like to do for fun. You know, make it about them and really have good conversation instead of just friend request, friend request, friend request. Oh, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. I mean, that is a great way to kill any sort of future connection with that person because they'll probably get hit up by somebody else doing that. And that's not the culture that we want to share as what we do. You know, we want to make sure people know that we put them first. So we have just about a minute left, you guys. So we're just going through and we're finding 3 new people on Facebook. I'll give you a little insight as to what I do. I'm just showing you guys. I don't know if you can see it, less than a minute. So I have my Facebook business page. I boost it for $5 a day starting on Sunday till about Wednesday. And so as I get those new likes in, I go in and I look at the new people that have liked my page and I see if A, they have the ability to allow me to add them, and then also B, find out if they are active on posting, you know, if they've got pictures of their kids, if they have posts, if they allow you to see it. Some people have their settings set so I can't, but that's a way that I go and add new people because I've exhausted my warm market and I do have a lot of people in common on Facebook now that are Beachbody coaches. So that's how I get my new people, or I go through Instagram. Okay, so just wanted to give you guys a little snippet into how I go find new people.
Hey, Taryn, it's Trina.
Hey.
Hi. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you talking about adding people as friends or having people follow you on your public page, Facebook page?
Well, for this assignment in particular, to go and add new friends, because as you make friendships with them, so you can either go and send them a message, but if you're not friends with them, they're not going to get it. Chances are it's going to sit in that message request box, and some people aren't sophisticated to know that that even exists. But I send a friend request if I find that there's going to be dialogue. If I don't get any dialogue, then I'll probably go and delete them and just, you know, hope that they continue to come back to my business page. But I do the personal friend request because that's how you can eventually add them into your Facebook group. You can follow them and send them a personal message and then dialogue that way from your business page. But again, you just don't know. I've done it and I never heard anything from them. And I found this to be a more responsive way. So hopefully that was helpful. Okay. Number 2, so the original assignment is to give it 10 minutes, okay? So if you guys were late hopping on, I was just sharing that I'm gonna pare this down a little bit. We're gonna do every single activity and every 10 assignment, but I'm gonna pare the time down because I want us to have conversation, share what we're doing, talk a little bit about each assignment, but and still get the activity in, okay? So number 2 is I want you to go through your list of prospects. And so hopefully you have a list of some sort to track who they are and just send them a, hey, what's up message. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything related to an upcoming group you have unless it's a follow-up of some sort, but keep in mind we're gonna be doing a lot of that. And just give them a, hey, how's it going? Maybe it's somebody from high school you haven't talked to in a while. Go visit their Facebook page, see what's new, and make that identification in the message that you send to them so they kind of know that you're interested and you've been watching what they're doing. So maybe their daughter just had a volleyball tournament and totally crushed it. Be like, hey, Sue, oh my gosh, how cool. Your daughter just got second place in that tournament. I bet you're so proud. How's it going? What's been new? That's what I want you guys to do. I want you to make 3 of those messages because we're going to do this in 5 minutes. So put some meaning behind them. Try not to do copy and paste to give it a little bit of intention behind it. Okay, so we're going to do this for 5 minutes, and then I want you to share the names in the comment section if you have access to this event page. So again, I apologize that the way I set it up doesn't allow everyone that was invited from the New Wave group to comment, but at least we're doing the activities together. All right, so I'm starting the 5-minute clock. We're going to message 3 people with a, hey, how's it going? Okay, so 3 of them. Welcome. If you're just hopping on, we're just going through our second activity. We got about 2.5 minutes left, you guys. We are reaching out and saying, hey, yo, what's up, to anyone on our list, our prospect list. So if you're just hopping on, I'm going to actually mute everybody. But you are welcome to unmute yourself if you have questions. I'm just trying to eliminate some of the background noise while people are working. So we're doing 3 messages in 5 minutes to people on our prospect list, okay? And if you have questions, make sure you unmute yourself. Sorry, Carla, just muting everyone that I can. You can unmute yourself by in the corner if you're on your computer, or I don't know what the prompt is if you're on your phone. I'm so sorry. But if you're on your phone, can you mute your own phone? That way I can unmute you in case you want to have any chitter chat. So that's 3956 and 8965. Those last 4 numbers. I'm going to unmute you guys, so if you can mute your
Hey, can you see me at all?
line.
No. I'm walking through the dark.
Oh my gosh, there you are. Oh, look at you, have like a halo.
That's because I'm an angel. All right. I've actually gone through and talked to 10 of my people already before you prompted. So let's go back and see who else I've got.
Okay. Well, we got about 50 seconds left until we do our next assignment. Look at determination. All right, you guys, and we're done. Awesome. All right, I'm just gonna, Carla, I'm gonna mute you, my dear, and you can unmute yourself if you want to chit chat. Okay. So, isn't this fun? I love it. So if you're just hopping on, you guys, I'm glad you're here. I've recorded it, so you guys can go back and listen to the recording, but I have everybody muted unless you're on a cell phone. I kept your line unmuted in case you want to unmute yourself to ask questions. We have done 2 assignments. We are on our 3rd, okay? So we're sharing everything that we're doing in the team invite. So I recognize that there are some that don't have access to it. I apologize, but the goal is that you're doing the assignments with us, and I want you guys to ask questions. I want you guys to understand what we're doing. I want you to feel excited to share what's working for you, what's not, where you're kind of going to find these people. So we're on assignment 3. We got 10, okay? So we're not halfway, but we're gonna burn through these. And this is like business building activity. Like we're actually all doing this, and then we're sharing who we connected with on the invite page. So let me get this next one up here for you guys. So I want you to go through your list of maybes, and you're gonna find 5 people from that list to specifically follow up with, all right? So hopefully you wrote down their goals, you've kind of had a little bit of dialogue with them, and maybe you talked to them last week, maybe it's been 2 months. So I want you to find 5 of those people, and I want you to go and follow up with them and be specific, and especially if it's an engaging customer that's been interested in your next challenge group, and be a little bit vulnerable and a little bold with these, okay? And if they're follow-ups from 2 months ago and you hadn't quite got to the invite of the challenge group, maybe this is your time. If there was interest, okay? So I want you 5 people to do this, and we're gonna do this in 5 minutes. The original assignment has 10, but again, I wanna make sure that we can chat and be done before the hour is up for sure, okay? So I'm posting that. I want you guys to come back to the group page and either screenshot or come like it when you're done. And if you can't access it, feel free to put it in the chat section, actually. Then we can all see and kind of be a part of it together. Totally forgot to set the timer. Odd. I know. But we have 2.5 minutes. I have been watching the clock. So 2.5 minutes and we'll wrap up. So get as many as you can. If you get 3 follow-ups, awesome. 4, awesome. If you get all 5 in the 5 minutes, you are a rock star. Are you guys about a minute to go?
Super typer. You're going really fast there, Taryn.
Oh, sorry, I'm not muted, am I?
Super typer.
It doesn't help that my nails are long, so it sounds really fast. All right. Cool. How's everybody feeling and doing with all this? Good? Let's try and post some of our examples on the event if you guys can. I know we're multitasking and jumping between a couple screens, but it's always nice to see what other people are saying, just to give you an idea of, gosh, can I be that bold? Or, God, I didn't think I could be that bold. Or maybe I wasn't bold enough. Or, you know, so share that if you can. Okay, assignment number 4. We're going to take 5 minutes to do this. So what I want you to do is I want you to think of a theme of a post that you can make. And with any luck, you have some sort of marketing theme that you have in place already. You know generally the times of day that you're posting, but I want you to craft a Facebook or an Instagram or Twitter, whatever your MO is and whatever your favorite social media platform is. And I want you to have a picture. I want you to promote something about your lifestyle that is involved in what we do. It can be your Shakeology recipe of the day. It could be the workout you did, something about personal development, maybe the meal that you just ate and maybe give the recipe, something visually appealing and that's going to be valuable to people, okay? So it could be short and sweet. It can be, informative, but I want you guys to go through and do this as assignment 4. You have 5 minutes to do it, which should be plenty of time to get this cranked out. And I want you to take a screenshot of it and share it so we can all see it. Okay, and if you can't post it in the event page, maybe post it in your team page or post it in the New Wave community group and say, hey, this is assignment number 4, and I just want to share it with you guys for accountability, but also so you guys can see what we're doing in the live power hour. Okay, so we have 5 minutes. I'm going to start my timer. I don't forget. And go. 2 minutes left, guys. Less than a minute. All right, you guys. We are done. I'm just posting mine. Cool. Okay, that was kind of a fun one. I know it's challenging to think of something like in 5 minutes, and I don't want to rush you guys. So if you don't complete it, please don't feel like it has to be done and off. I want it to be quality and make sure that it is something that's going to be valuable. So if you're just rushing to get something out in 5 minutes, it's not worth it. So just save that if you haven't completed it, or you can go back and edit it if you kind of think of something more crafty you want to say down the road. But that's something that should be put out every single day. And I want you guys to consider a time schedule as to when you post, because the value of your post is as important as the value of that's going to read it, right? So if you're just posting something on a whim at 11 o'clock in the morning and your audience isn't on it, guess what? They're not going to see it, right? So you've got to think about who's going to be reading it, and if that ideal person of yours is on your social media form at that time, okay? So we're at 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 for some of you guys on the East Coast and everything in between. It's evening. A lot of people are on Facebook or on Instagram right now, so it's a great time to post, but maybe 6:30 is not an ideal time for you to post, so don't feel like you have to. But also another little thing is feel free to play around with the times a little bit. If you post religiously at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and 7 p.m., and that's it, you might miss an audience, and then they start to kind of go, oh, yeah, expect that out of her. Yep, kind of seen hers. Okay. And they might start kind of scrolling past them. So switch it up every so often and find out what posts are the most captivating. All right, number 5, we are halfway. So I want you to get out a piece of paper. I want you to get out your smartphone, whatever it is, okay? So assignment number 5 is we're going to write down as many people as you can, right? And no judgment, and it can't be somebody that you've talked to before. We're going to do this in 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes is such a short time, but this is something that we should be doing every day, is adding new people, okay? So if you get 5 people in 2 minutes, great. You get 5 people. If you get 20, you are amazing. So we're going to take 2 minutes, and I want you guys to start writing down new names on your list, and then I want you to share just how many people you've been able to write down and post a picture or comment on this thread, okay? So 2 minutes is starting now. And just some examples, you guys. Think about people that you see every day. If you go to Starbucks, if it's your hairdresser, your nail artist, if it is your accountant, think about that memory jogger. Maybe it is your mom's group. Maybe it's somebody that runs the group in your on your Facebook group. Any of those things. Just start kind of writing down names. Maybe it's your PTA president. Maybe it's your principal. Maybe it's your kid's teacher. Under a minute. About 20 seconds, guys. This is probably by far the hardest one for me to do. All right. Tough one, right? Only got 10 people. Just being honest. All right. So, assignment number 6. We went through this last month, so this shouldn't take much time. I'm going to just put 2 minutes on the clock for this one. But we're going to go assignment number 6. We are going to go into our back office, okay? Since we are an event-driven business, we need to know what events are coming up. We need to be privy to Super Saturday. It's on April 2nd. You guys should know that. I want you to go into your back office right now and go identify all of the Super Saturdays coming up, where they are in proximity to you, and put them on your calendar. Whether you know you can attend them or not, get them on your calendar. If there is a corporate event coming to your area, I want you to find that in the back office as well. We are an event-driven business. We do need to make sure we're aware of where they are, especially as we are emerging leaders and you have a team and maybe a local team. You want to make sure that they are going to these events with you, that they're aware of events in their area if they aren't local. Okay, so let's take 2 minutes and let's go and source those events in our back office and go and like the post when you're done and get those on your calendar.
Karen, can I just share a little happy moment right now?
Yes, please.
Well, good ladies, while we're doing all this homework and this assignments, I just got the longest Facebook message from a girlfriend that I hadn't even contacted yet. And she said, please help me lose this last 10 pounds. Like, how funny.
Yay, see?
Yeah, just perfect timing. So
timing.
Just wanted to share.
Thank you. I'm glad you did. And if you guys are fairly new to the Coach Back Office, the Events tab is under News and Training in your Coach Back Office. So News and Training, hover over it and go to Events. And that's where you're going to see all the Super Saturday. You're going to see when Summit is. If you don't have a Summit ticket, go get on the wait list, okay? It's been sold out for months. I haven't even been able to get myself a ticket, so I am pining after anyone that's looking to sell their ticket that can't go for whatever reason. But not many people want to give them up because it's an amazing event, okay? Check your corporate events. You can hover over your state and click it. Your local events, same thing. Just know where all the Super Saturdays are, when they are, and put them on the calendar and plan to show up. Plan to bring your team. Plan to bring a couple people that you think want to be a part of this business with you, and that you know that once they get exposed to the energy of these events, they will be your next rock star. Okay, we got about 20 more seconds. All right, all right. I'm getting some good messages back. This is such a great activity for all of us. Okay. I am getting a lot out of it too, you guys. So I really do value you guys showing up and being a part of this because it keeps me accountable too. I didn't get a chance to do my power hour this morning. Mondays I don't have childcare, so my 2 youngest are with me and it's just nutty and we're trying to move. So that's always fun. Okay, so assignment 7. You're going to go into your coach breaking news and you're going to make note of anything that you haven't read. With any luck, it's Monday. You probably go and check anyways. But I want you to go check your sponsorship drill down. I want you to go see if you have new customers, maybe see if you got any new orders in the last couple hours or in the last couple days, depending on how often you check. Okay, and I want you to come back and like the post, or if you have something fun to share, unmute yourself, please, and come back and tell us what you found. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. 30 seconds to go. Katrina, yeah, I saw your note. I will get you info on the Seattle Super Saturday.
Thanks, Taryn. I found Heather Dalton in Shoreline, and for some reason my desktop just won't take me to my coach online page, so I'm trying to do it on my phone.
Hey, no worries. Yes, that's one. It's up in Shoreline. I'll be coming back from Arizona that day, so I won't be able to attend. But hopefully Carla will be there, and we always have a good turnout there.
Okay, perfect.
Yep, Carla's nodding her head. I put her on the spot. Okay, we're getting close, you guys. All right, so we are going to do a 3 vital behaviors check-in for our assignment 8. Okay, so I want you to think about what your Shakeology recipe today. I want you to list an ingredient and talk about the value behind it. This is kind of similar to what we did a couple above with the Instagram post, the Facebook post. And obviously you're not going to go and do these back to back, but these are posts that I want you to prepare to share in your next cycle. Okay, so the next time you post, this is something that you're going to post. So I want you to talk about something you learned in your personal development book, something that you did in that you invited somebody to, and also maybe something within Shakeology that you learned or that is so beneficial to you personally in your health. Okay, so this is part of our 3 vital behaviors, and this is something that you're going to share live or you're going to share with on your social media. Okay, so let me just post this here. And this is again something that you're going to, I'm going to put our 2-minute timer on. We're already at the 45-minute mark, guys. So we're doing pretty good. We should be done here shortly. But this is something that should be a part of your marketing and something that you're sharing every day. But it's value. It's something interesting that they need to know as to why it's beneficial to them, or for them to be inspired by you because you're learning something out of your personal development book. And if you're reading Audible, like tell people why you do Audible, because it's easier for you. If you're in the car and you're driving kids around, like that's when you get your personal development in. For me, I listen to my personal development in the shower. So I talk about listening to my personal development in the shower, because that's usually about the only time I get alone, or the car. So share that cool stuff with people, because they want to envision it and how they can make it a part of their life. About 30 seconds. Alrighty. We are done with number 8. Okay, so we're talking power hour. All right, so this very activity, I want you guys to talk about or share when and post a picture if you can of your calendar. Erica's doing awesome with sharing so much of what she's doing. Is a screenshot of your power hour. It doesn't necessarily have to be at this time, but your next scheduled power hour, I want you to put it on your calendar, and whether you're paper and pen or you're a Google Calendar or whatever, I want you to schedule it and how many times a week and how many what out of the day you're doing. So if you're doing an hour, if you're doing 20 minutes, if you're doing 45, whatever it is, we want to see it so it's booked in your calendar. Okay, so come back and click like on this post when you're done, or better yet, screenshot it. If you can't screenshot it, then I want you to write in the comments the time frame and what your hours are. All right, you guys, sorry my son came in and he turned my timer off, but that has been about 3 minutes. So I want you guys to share what, oh, awesome, Carla. I was just kind of trying to read everybody's stuff. Oh my goodness, look at all this. This is awesome. I'm missing it all since I'm trying to post and keep on it. Okay, our last assignment, we have 2 more. One's a bonus, and that one that we will do after the call. So you don't have to worry about posting anything, but what I want you guys to share in 2 minutes, so if you can, I want you to come to this event, and I want you to actually post it, but I want you to say what you'll be. So for example, I will be a diamond coach by Summit, or I will accomplish taking my family on a vacation by the end of the year. Whatever it is, I want you to come and share what that is on this post. And again, if you don't have access to this event, I want you to please share it in your group. So go to New Wave and just make your statement of, hey, during my power hour, here's what I am making my statement of, I will be a blank by blank, or I will accomplish blank by blank, okay? So we're gonna take 2 minutes to do that. So I want you guys to really think about it. Yes, it's a short amount of time, but with any luck, you kind of have an idea of what you want to accomplish, where you want to be in a short amount of time, especially if you're setting goals for yourself every month. And you should be talking with your coach or your Upline Star Diamond coach and setting goals every month and setting 60 and 90-day goals so you have something to work towards, all right? These are awesome. These are so great. I love all the sharing that you guys are doing. All right. Wow. Okay. This has been so amazing to read everything that you guys are posting and sharing. So, last little bonus assignment that I want to leave you guys with and have you do once you get off, okay, is I want you to send 3 audio messages, okay? Let me just copy and paste this so it can be on the event. But you're going to send 3 audio messages to anybody that you want, okay? It can be to a customer of yours. It can be to one of your coaches. It could be to one of your prospects. It could be a follow-up message to maybe somebody you didn't get in one of the assignments that we did. It could be about anything. It doesn't even have to be related to what we do as coaches. Okay, I want you to come back eventually and share what you posted, what you said to the person. 3, it shouldn't take long. Voice memos are so fun to do. If you haven't been using them, I highly recommend you do them. You can send them through text messages if you have iPhone. I don't know, other users can. And you can also do the voice memo feature on the Facebook Messenger, which is so cool. And I know you guys probably, a lot of you have heard from me on there, but it's just easy for me to do while I'm nursing or driving. But don't tell the Seattle Police Department that I'm doing that. So I want you guys to do that, and I'd love to have you guys share what topics that you talk about, what you say in your messages, just as inspiration, motivation for those that kind of need a little charge. But again, I want you guys to come back to this event, and I want you to utilize the assignments and incorporate them into your power hour, because this is what you should be doing every single day, okay? And this power hour can be hammered out in 30 minutes. If you know that you only have 30 minutes to do these assignments, I need you to do that. And you can shorten the time if you just put your head down and just power through it and really just focus. And I highly encourage, when you do your power hours, you guys, be distraction free. Okay, just schedule it to the point where you know you can be alone and you can do it. Because, those of us that are parents, we know sitting down trying to be at the computer when we have children is so tough. And I do it every single day. and I've got, you know, a 2-year-old that wants my attention, or a 4 or 3-month-old that wants to be nursed, or 9 and 7-year-olds, you know, and Trina, you've got a lot of kids too. So you get it. But if you can find 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, which is so rare, I know, to sit down and be distraction free, it'll be so much more impactful, and you can get so much more done. Because I find my power hour turns into like 3 hours if I don't get that time to do it, and I have to schedule it, and sometimes it has to happen before those kids get up. So I hope you guys found this useful. Please send me a message if you guys need ideas, or you need this script, or you need information on the power hour. I'm happy to share it, especially if you're visiting from the New Wave group. Christina, I'm sorry that it didn't work out with the event, but I recorded it, and I'm going to make sure you guys get a copy of this. Again, thank you guys so much. I hope it was valuable to you. We'll be doing this once a month, and I look forward to hearing everybody's business and how it's changed and how it's evolved, because you guys are just amazing, absolute rock stars. So with that, I will see you guys all next month. But before then, we'll chat. Okay. Bye, you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Welcome.